everybody. Welcome back to English 229. This is for our class for Monday, the 19th of October, and I wanted to talk about Jekyll and Hyde. We are in the midst of that text right now, and also talk a little bit about paper number 1, which according to our syllabus is going to be due on November 1st. And I've mentioned paper number 1 previously. The idea is that you've got 4 or 5 pages to examine one of the elements that we've been examining in class a little bit more in depth. In terms of the text, certainly Frankenstein and Edgar Allan Poe are options, as well as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and perhaps even Dracula. We will soon be shifting over into Dracula, so if you haven't started reading Dracula yet, you should begin. It's the longest text of all of the texts that we will be doing this semester, and we'll also have Halloween sandwiched in between that. So after Dracula, things should get much easier. And while you can elect to write paper number 1 on Dracula, we won't necessarily be done talking about Dracula before paper number 1 is going to be due again on November 2nd. So you might want to keep Dracula for paper number 2. But paper number 1 and paper number 2, very similar. Approximately 4 to 5 pages where you get to analyze a theme or idea in one of the texts that we've read. And I put some general topics in our syllabus and other documents folder for you to consider. But basically, you're at the point in the semester now where I'm hopeful that you've been making some decisions about what you might want to write your paper about, and perhaps even started the actual writing process. So I thought that could be today's question, is asking you about the paper, and that I could keep today's video rather short because I've got a video for you to watch that's approximately 20 minutes or so long that gives you some background on Jekyll and Hyde that I thought would be useful to you. And then we could finally put closure onto the text itself next class. So for today's attendance question, I'm just asking, what are you thinking about writing your paper about, and why? You're not obligated to anything if you indicate something for your attendance, but I'm hopeful that I'm spurring you on to begin thinking about writing that first paper, whether it be about Frankenstein or it be about Edgar Allan Poe, or it'd be about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And we began talking a little bit about the novella and some of the deliberate symbolism that's associated in it. And then when we put closure on it next class, we'll talk a little bit more about Victorian society and some of the different ways that that text has been read. And in fact, the video that you'll be watching today will give you some clues of some of what we will be talking about next class as well. So I hope you enjoy that video about the background with Jekyll and Hyde, and certainly begin thinking about your paper, which will be coming up in approximately 2 weeks or so. So take care. I hope you're well, and we'll finish up Jekyll and Hyde next class. Bye-bye.